There is no fucking way in hell Buffalo loses to Miami tomorrow. You want to know how I know this? I hold the secret. I hold a trump card, if you will. Baluzu. What's up, Bills Mafia? It is 7:30 Saturday night. The closing of the San Francisco 49ers game and the Seattle Seahawks game is over. I mean, it's not over yet, but it's almost over. The 49ers were up 41 to 17? Yeah, the Shithawks just got blown away, so I don't even want to spend too much time on that. The Chargers and the Jaguars play tonight. I believe it's at 8:30, and I have a score prediction for that one before we get into our beloved Bills. I believe that the Chargers are going to come out on top, 38-35. Don't ask me how I came up with that. I don't know. It just came to me. Maybe it was Baluzu here that gave it to me. But yeah, I think Justin Herbert and the Chargers are going to come out on top against Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. You heard it here first. Ray John Bills. On to the next. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Don't be late. Show up on time. Buffalo takes on the Miami Dolphins in the rubber match. The third time we will meet these douchebags this year, and the last time we will meet these douchebags this year. So, the first things first, the injury report. As far as I can tell, everybody we have is good except for Jordan Phillips and Isaiah McKenzie. They're both questionable. Now, if you look at the Dolphins injury report, they look like they're just barely going to limp into Highmark Stadium with all their injuries. Teron Armstead is questionable. Bradley paid all that money for no reason. Chubb is questionable. Liam Eichenberg, he's out. Kendall Lamb, he's out. Raheem Mostert is out with that broken thumb. Brandon Shell is questionable. We all know Tua, I'm from the west side, Tagovailoa is out. Teddy Bridgewater is questionable, not like that matters. Alec Ingold is also questionable. Seth Wilson is questionable. And Skylar Thompson is questionable to leaving Highmark Stadium tomorrow intact. All right, so you know how I like to keep it. I don't like to get into the analytics. I don't go into stats and how many passes Josh throws versus how many yards he gets. You know, how many yards after the catch Stephon Diggs gets. I don't get into any of that. If you want those, you can go to ESPN, Good Morning Football, or just get on Google. I'm not that. If you watch the team like I watch the team, you should already know what time it is. I'm all about the nitty-gritty. So tomorrow, we're all saying Buffalo is going to dominate the Dolphins tomorrow. That has to be the case. If there was a shimmer of hope for the Dolphins anywhere, I can't find it. I don't want to find it. If it exists, I can't even fathom the thought of the Dolphins pulling out an upset against the Bills tomorrow. That would basically destroy my entire new year. It would make me look at our team sideways as fuck for the entire offseason. Even before Josh Allen, Buffalo always had a history of underestimating certain opponents. Not only that, they would go into a game seeing the opposing team, knowing who they were, and just not play 100%. And the other team would come in and just beat their asses right out of their own stadium. And we can't have that tomorrow. We can't have the bullshit penalties that get called, the holding, the offsides, the false starts, the dumb elementary penalties that have plagued Buffalo for years and years and years. We cannot have that tomorrow. They need to be disciplined from quarter 1 to quarter 4. They need to be consistent from quarter 1 to quarter 4. They can't come out there and try to get their bearings and then decide they want to play football in the second half. That cannot happen. Not in the playoffs. They might have been able to get away with a lot of the dumb shit that they do in the regular season, but this is a brand new season. This is the playoffs. This is the final stretch to the Super Bowl, and we want to get there, and we want to get there and win, damn it. I've heard rumors that DeMar Hamlin actually might be at the game on the sideline. Man, wouldn't that be cool to see him on the sideline? Don't you think that would light an even bigger fire underneath their asses? I don't know if it's true. I just heard it a few times the past couple of days since he got released from the hospital and was back home in his apartment in Buffalo. But that would be nice to see. You know, play for him, but also play for yourselves. You know, have that heart yourselves. You shouldn't need something tragic to happen in order for you to be the best who you can be or be a stronger version of yourself. You know, this isn't Dragon Ball Z. You don't need to go have somebody you love get killed in order to power up and turn into a Super Saiyan, right? We don't need that to happen so we can get Ultra Super Josh Allen, right? Play for yourselves. Play as a team. The coaches need to really buckle down, especially Ken Dorsey and Leslie Frazier. I've noticed Leslie Frazier struggles in the postseason with his defensive schemes. I don't want to go back into the 13-second game last year against the Chiefs because I've had enough nightmares of that. You know, the Bills lost that game because of the bullshit Leslie Frazier prevent defense, and the very next morning I was sick with COVID. So he needs to make sure he's on point and scheming all the shit together, and the players need to make sure that they execute, just no mistakes, focus, like Von Miller says, don't blink. Eyes forward, always ahead. Just be determined. We're right here. We get rid of the Dolphins. We don't know who we're going to play next. A lot of people say it's going to be the Bengals. I think it's going to be the Ravens. To be honest with you, I think the Ravens are going to be the ones to pull off an upset. I don't think Lamar is playing, but, you know, I think the Ravens are going to pull off an upset, and we might be facing them in the divisional. Who knows? Or the Chargers, however they want to do it. All right, guys. So my score prediction for the Buffalo Bills game tomorrow against the Miami Dolphins is, I just wrote it down, 31-14. That is my prediction. I believe that the Dolphins are going to come in there and we're just going to spank them. We're just going to spank the shit out of them, put them back on a bus, ship them back down here to Miami to rethink, you know, the course of their lives in the offseason. And for Harry Potter, Mike McDaniel, Poindexter to I just want to see that guy cry, because I know he locks himself in rooms at night and cries. He just looks like that type of dude. So, yep, that's my prediction. 31-14 Buffalo. And I'll see you guys right here tomorrow after the post game for the post game show.